4 months after a Ridgefield father left his son in a hot car, tonight he is being charged with that boy's death. That father will make his first appearance in front of a judge tomorrow. That father turned himself into police earlier today. Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Kramer.
And I'm Ann Craig. 15-month-old son Benjamin Seitz died in July after being in his dad's car for hours. News 8 has placed calls daily, and we were first to report the autopsy results in late August when Benjamin's death was ruled a homicide.
Yeah, today we were the first to report the arrest in this case. News 8's Aaron Logan has reaction tonight from that tight-knit Ridgefield community. Some feel the pain of losing a child was punishment enough. Others feel charges are justified. Right, Aaron?
Darren, that's right. This community has been looking for answers for months now. Back in July, us and several other media outlets were right here outside the Ridgefield Police Department looking for answers, and we really weren't getting any. Now today, Kyle Seitz charged with criminally negligent homicide, and we also learned that the Seitz family has packed up their home in Ridgefield to move on. A happy baby and a happy dad. That's how next-door neighbors remember 15-month-old Benjamin Seitz when around his dad, Kyle.
I feel bad for Kyle Seitz, and I hope we can find peace someday, because I have 2 children of my own. And I can't imagine having to go through that, but, I guess accidents happen.
The neighbor, who would only give his first name, John, says his family remembers that July day when they learned that Benjamin died. Police say he was left in the car for a number of hours while his dad, Kyle, was at work. When Kyle went outside to the car, he realized he forgot to take Benjamin to daycare. Police say he immediately drove to the hospital and was cooperative.
Raising 2 children, I always knew they were in the back of my truck, but that's just me.
We asked John what he thought about Kyle being charged with criminally negligent homicide.
I know that there's people out there that have done this before to their kids that didn't die that are in jail. So, I'm not a judge. You know what? That guy's going to have to suffer for the rest of his life because he lost his little baby. So,
since Benjamin's death, his mother has stuck by his father, saying she forgives him. He's a good dad, and this type of accident can happen to anyone.
She still loves him. She's still with him. They have 2 little other girls.
John says he saw the last moving truck leave the Seitz home today. It was about 2 weeks ago when he last spoke with Kyle.
He just looked sad, and but they were moving. He said they sold the house. We'll have new neighbors, and that they were going to try and go out west.
Now, Seitz is scheduled to be in court tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You can count on News 8 to be there and bring you all the latest developments in this case. Live in Ridgefield tonight, Aaron Logan, News 8.
Aaron, thank you. This story is heartbreaking. A family torn apart with grief over their loss and now those criminal charges. Many are left wondering tonight what that criminally negligent homicide charge will mean for the father and if this case will ever go to trial.
It's hard to predict, but I suspect that it won't. There may very well be a plea bargain. The most that he can be sentenced to is 1 year, since in Connecticut, criminally negligent homicide is a misdemeanor.
The mother in this case has a dedicated blog remembering her son. It's called The Gift of Ben. You see it there behind me. She last wrote a week ago saying that while she doesn't have Ben with her physically anymore, that he's spiritually around her every day. And she cherishes those photos and videos she has of him, saying that those vivid memories help her get through those sad times.